Hello, and welcome to episode 8 of Salt Plays Sunless Sea. I want to really quickly start this episode by asking y'all a question, which is my episodes have been getting longer as I've been remembering how to play this game, getting better at it, upgrading my shit. Um, so I'm kind of thinking about like rate of release, and I have a couple of options. Um, I'm thinking of, I guess I have three options. Keep it as it is, which is one episode is one journey, and I release 2 episodes a week. Next, I'm thinking of maybe cutting episode length down to max 40 or 50 minutes, which would mean typically 2 episodes per journey with the way that it's been going. And then if I do that, I feel like I could either stay with a Wednesday release and a Friday release, or I could add like a Monday release. I'm a little bit uh, not a fan of the idea of upping my release rate so quickly, but like if anything, this actually like releasing 3 days a week would decrease my release rate from 2 hour and a half, well, hour and 10 minute to hour and a half episodes per week to 3 40-minute episodes per week. That's shit, like 70 to 90 minutes times 2 is like 80 times 2 is 160 minutes per week, or like 120 to 150 minutes per week. So that those could be like at the low end of current release and the high end of potential, like 3 episodes a week. That could be the same, but like at the low end of 3 episodes a week, or the high end of like the current length of video, that could be much longer. So I want opinions. Do you want me to keep one episode per journey? Do you want me to split journeys into 2 episodes, and separately? Because I guess I could also do 3 episodes a week and 1 episode per journey, but that's like really increasing the amount of video that I'm releasing to a rate that I think is too much. Not unsustainable for me necessarily, but like I don't want to be like, hey, yeah, I'm putting out 4.5 to 5, like I guess 3.5 to 5 hours of video every week. Watch all of it. Like, no, I don't want to expect people to do that. So let me know what you think about that. I've been thinking about this because I have like one 40-minute episode, and in my stats, it seems to be doing much better than all of my other ones that are closer to an hour long. So I want opinions. Please tell me what you prefer. I'm doing this for fun, but I'm also like, I don't want my fun thing that I'm also like, I'm doing it on the internet. I want other people to see it. I don't want to like be driving people away from seeing it. So, and just let me know what you think. That was a lot of words. And with that, let's look at what we have to do. Once again, I still have Nuncio to get to. I still have a full hold. Oh yeah, I need to write down that I need a C story. Okay. Nuncio, the Chapel of Lights, which needs 2 live specimens, the Tireless Mechanic, which needs a C story. I need a Strange Catch for the Clattery Air, I did go to Penstock, London for Mavy's daughter. Did I go to Wither already? For the Wither for Parabola Linen? I don't think so. No. Oh, I did. Wait. No, I'm look at me misreading shit. I wrote down Venturer and read that as Wither. Okay. Muttersalt, which is Wither. Or, okay. Sorry. I didn't record things for the Venturer's Desire. Okay. Or 7 Devilbone Dice. And I do already have 2 Muttersalt. Okay. Not going to Wither. We need to go to the Salt Lions for the Nakerus Outcast. And additionally, I know that there's like Salt Lions storylines to do with the stone, the Sphinx stone. And I keep like having the wrong amount of money or a full hold or whatever when I go there. So, Sphinx stone. I need to go to Mount Palmerston for the Admiralty, and to find my father's bones, I need to get something from Mount Nomad or the Tree of Ages, a unique weapon. It says a miracle of science. Okay, so a unique or engine. Some sunlight, which I suspect I could just do with a mirror catch box and Estival. An officer, a willing guest, the eldest's end, and the fruit of the eternal tree to the Fathom King. And finally, filling up the page that all of these are written on. It'll be time for a new page soon, which will be nice. It'll be, you won't hear me tripping over it as much because I'll just move stuff around. Anyways, so those are my goals. To fulfill those goals, I am thinking about maybe going. Oh yeah, and I have a shady sort who needs to go to Gator's Morn. So I'm thinking about like going south, grabbing another mirror catch box at Conshadow. I feel like I made this exact remembering and misremembering the other day, but go south, across to Estival, back north, and then across up to Mount Palmerston and home. I feel like that's reasonable. Yeah. Okay. So we're headed due south. Headed south to the Demo Island row, not to the Uttershroom row. Or maybe it's like across to Pigmote Island and south. Anyways. I'll figure it out once I get there. I don't think I have enough fuel, but like, you know what? I am going to deliver these claymen just so that I don't take up like over a quarter of my hold. Like, not great. I would rather keep them around, but it is what it is. I'm not going south enough to, or I'm not planning on going south enough to get to the Iron Republic, so I'm fine with buying fuel here, even though it is pricey. I also feel like I have a lot of money right now, so there's that too. Oh, right. I can't smuggle refugees. I did get a port report, though, so that's something. Little ships throng the waters here. The crew grow wistful. They swap old stories of sunlit sea. We draw near to the Cumaean Canal, the way to the surface. And here the wilder airs mingle with the airs of the near reaches. Demo's Gate, named for a navigator lost above. How did his bones come below? I'm kind of tempted to fight the megalops that's over here. Just to see if I can do it, you know? Gotta test your metal at some point. If I come across it, I will not run this time. How about that? Swearing that to you guys, but only like the ones that are closer to shore, closer to London, not the ones that are farther out. They seem much more powerful. Got the whole blue crab to make it stronger thing going on. I am going to compile a port report, and let's once again explore Demo Island. Close crowded thickets of Belegus and Skirali. The Iron and Misery Company fells them daily, but they grow back almost as fast. The interior of the island is dark and wild. A shadowy predator. We've gotten this one many times. It's the little things. The click of a sliding stone where there should be silence, a motion in the shadows as if they were thick-stirred like ink, a lull in the cries of the Z-Bats. Something is watching you, drawing closer hour by hour. You and your crew draw back to back, watching the darkness. Let's wait, watch, and end it. Try this out, probably fail. Yep, a bad end. One of your crew strays too far from the group. You never know why. You don't know it's happened until you hear him cry out. As your crew rushes to assist, there's another cry from behind you. Another Zaylor vanishes into the darkness. You glimpse a writhing coil of limbs and the glitter of eyes, and the beast is gone. The beasts. There must be at least 2 of them. Who knows how many more? You retreat with haste to the ship, eyes wide, though you see nothing more of the predators. Perhaps their hunger is satisfied. So we gained 5 terror and lost 2 crew, which is not great. Not great at all. Alright, next up we will be Gators Moor and drop off the shady sort. Somebody to fight. Oh, I missed. And another thing to fight, maybe? This'll be fun. I don't think I've ever survived fighting 2 enemies at once. but I will probably kill this one before I really have to engage the other one. Yep, okay. Oh, okay. We've defeated an Alkeus-class vessel. Crippled, broken, already feeding the Z's endless hunger. Little remains of the ship, but scraps of sinking cargo and a few buoyant parts of its splintered carcass. Let's investigate the wreckage. Find the pirate poet again. Hell yeah! Send her a lifeboat. Dinner with the enemy. With business dealt with, the pirate poet joins you and a few select members of the senior crew for a late supper. She treats the assembled audience to baptism of glass about her first days at Z after years of servitude. By demand, she allows... Nope, wow. By demand, she follows it with shorter works and Reforged, a cry for broken chains. In Polythreme, we are given our words. We are not allowed to hope they will be kind. In London, I learned to write my own, and in that moment I was free. One day, others of my homeland will read them, and they too will learn. One day, my king's dreams must end. Dinner follows. Hot wine and cold spiced meats. Sailors openly place bets on whether she actually eats. The pirate poet ignores them. Her stoic facade doesn't even quiver until dessert is served. At that, just for a moment, even she cannot hide a slight smile. Sorbet, Captain, she asks, eyebridge raised. Don't make me tell folk you're even softer than they say. Great. Now... we fight this other guy. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get that pirate poet again. Let's give her a measure of professional assistance. You could just fish her out again, but she said it herself the last time you crossed paths. She'd hate to have to spread the word that you've gone soft. Technically, a rescue. A lifeboat? Oh dear, no. Whatever would people say? The pirate poet glares up at you as the life buoy hits the water, but she grabs it regardless. Your message is received, and her looks makes it quite clear that for this, there will be a reckoning. The half-glimpsed smirk as she turns away, though, suggests that it is a challenge she is already looking forward to. Progress that relationship. I'm planning on, once I actually get this mirror catch box storyline taken care of with the tireless mechanic, I don't like the Carrie Clayman to London thing job money making scheme. So once I've finished the storyline that requires that I keep doing it because I keep forgetting to get Z stories, I am planning on not doing that anymore because I don't like it. Rather not be complicit in slavery, Z says as Z continues to do the storyline that includes being complicit in slavery. It's like that sometimes. Your character in this game sucks. Like, they are a rich Victorian person. They suck. Alright, Gator's Morn. Our first thing to do is drop off the shady sort, which I don't think this is a thing that we've done yet. She inhales the air and smiles, perhaps for the first time. As I remember it, she remarks. Less mud, more rum. Business concluded. At the winch head, a deferential fellow in fustian waits. He bows to this shady sort. A pleasure, as ever. You, he barely favors with a glance. He presses a heavy purse into your hand. Small coins stained with salt water, but together they amount to a tidy sum. Next up, let's go. A familiar face. The pirate poet is here, performing for a crowd outside the limpet. Verses amongst iniquity. She is halfway through the familiar baptism in glass as you approach. The pirates and corsairs as enraptured by the heavy thumps of verse as are your own crew. She moves on to her most famous work, Remember Polythreme, before finally noticing you during the scream of clay. As the applause and clinking of coins fades, she tilts her head towards the pub door. Let's see. A truce on neutral ground. At Z, you are deadly rivals. Here, you can simply be two captains sharing a drink and a few stories. So, we can have drinks with the pirate poet, have a tryst with the pirate poet, or walk away. I'm just gonna have drinks with her. Few have the constitution to match a clay man. An evening of haze and regret. Where is this? London? Vanderbite? Naples? No, it is still the morn. Your mouth is dry, your body sore, your head, you clasp a hand to it. It burns almost as much as it aches. Memories rush back. The clap of the pirate poet's hand on your shoulder as she described the aftermath of your last encounter. Her story of countless days spent fighting her way through the slime and stench of Z-Beast's stomach, rescued by slavers, then shoveling coal until opportunity arose to escape. And then there was more. Now, just aching. All over, but mostly there. Why there of all places? A bandaged. Is it a wound from an ill-judged duel? No, you recall. A parting gift, given with a smirk and baptized with a loving splash of cheap whiskey. You peel back the fabric. A tattoo. Oh no. Ooh, interesting. So we have a tattoo from the pirate poet. Obscene, illegal, anatomically most improbable. Interesting. I wish that I had like a higher quality version of this image, but I think it's just like a spiky peace sign. Interesting. What else can we do? Let's gather intelligence. Oh my god, I keep losing crew. This is not good. I have got to get more crew, apparently. But on that note, let's explore the morn. The view from above. A high place. The Z like a rippled sheet of night green jade. The roof of the neath above, bellied with stalactites and pricked with false star. Look out across the water. What are you thinking of? We can think of your sweetheart, your future, your past as a scholar, a prayer to the god called Salt, and we cannot do a prayer to the god called Storm or Stone, or all the wide black Z. I think I'm thinking of your future. Better days coming. You are the captain of your ship, but never the captain of your fate. One day, though. One day. That, I think, is all. Yeah, this equips to aft, right? Which I don't have. Yes, I need a considerably better ship before I can equip something to aft. Okay. I think I'm going to get one of those very expensive. I think I can get a crew at Khan's Heart. We will find out, because I need it. This time, I will not sail past the bridge. Khan's Heart, London's rival. Alright, let's hire some crew. Kaganians are wary of your people, but perhaps you can find someone. A hungry sort. This Zaylor is thin enough to slide through a porthole and desperate enough to sign on even with a sun-bitten empress gobbler. She doesn't use those terms when she thinks you're nearby. I'm gonna get up to 10 crew here. And then let's see what else I can do. I'm going to wander Khan's Heart. Foreigners are restricted to the Copper Quarter, but as long as you don't try to cross the bridges, you can explore in reasonable safety. A stranger in difficulties. As you pass an elegant house, lights blaze and shouts echo. Someone has caused a commotion, and here, you imagine, is that someone, slipping over the garden wall. He loses his grip and falls. A muffled cry, and he's sitting on the ground, nursing his ankle. Let's assist him. He's probably up to no good, but perhaps that's an opportunity for you. A narrow escape. You see him start when he takes in your foreign dress, but he's eager for any assistance. You hobble away together to a safe distance. Thank you, he gasps. Here, your share. He extracts a garnet-eyed wolf figurine from his clinking leather satchel and hobbles away into the night. I am scared of getting more Kaganian suspicion. I guess I don't really get consequences until I'm at 19 suspicion. Sure, let's gather a port report. We failed. That's to be expected, I guess. I'll try one more time. Okay. That's it. No more. But I want to see what paying a storyteller does. Pay a storyteller. The storytellers in the square of cedars wear brightly colored kaftan-like clothing with silk sashes, in contrast to the more sober and subterranean dress of the citizenry. For coin, even foreign coin, they'll sing epics of their nation's history. The fall of Karakoram. The last great Khan of the surface was corrupt and foolish and cowardly. How fortunate we are that the leopard clan overthrew his line. Long may the leopard endure. He sold the Khanate's capital to the masters of the bazaar to satisfy his greed and escape battle. So Karakoram fell. So it came below the earth, to the long night of the Neath. 700 years ago, Karakoram stood where London now stands. You feel eyes on you. A woman in white and gold uniform watches you closely. The loyalty service is suspicious of foreigners who want to learn Kaganian history. Okay, then. That is all there is to do. No shops, because that's how this place works. Over to Khan's Shadow. Compile a port report. So many malcontents, so little time. And I'm also going to buy... Oh, yes, I can buy a mirror catch box. Okay. Alright, so next stop is Estival, and then coming back to the Fathom King. The Promised Sea. All through this place, the song of the drownies lies shivering sweet along the wind. Surprised I haven't encountered any creatures yet. Only, pirates. And now we enter the calumnies. There is a wild and glorious scent in the air, a kind of light. Why do sailors fear this place? And here it is, Estival. Alright, sun! Let's start by filling a mirror catch box. This may increase our wounds. Okay. You fill the box successfully, but the sunlight has lit a fire in your bones. You struggle back to the ship and wait while the fever subsides. Be wary. This is true sunlight, and it can be unpredictable death to those who spent too long here below. So we have one wound. We have a sunlight-filled mirror catch box. I'm not going to fill the other one, because, you know. And let's gather supplies again, because we can. We got 8 supplies last time. This time we get 9. That's nice. Exotic delights. Breadfruit, sugar cane, coconut, soft-shelled crabs, and plump birds too stupid to know a hungry sailor from a tree. Estival is ripe with treasures unknown in the Neath. Fill your hold. And we'll also compile a port report. No shops here because there's nobody here. Back over to the Fathom King. Ooh, there's a thing here. Oh, and a thing. Please don't notice me. They did get a secret, though. Okay. let's take care of that secret. I want to increase veils, which is the tireless mechanic. Oh, alright then. Ooh, we could go deeper into the nightmare. I'm sure this won't cause problems. We have a 70% chance of success. We succeeded! On across the sea. Beneath you, the eye grows wider. The water begins to warm, to steam. Remove your garments. It may soon be time to swim. But that's fine. I've turned my light off because I'm in a red, in a fog bank. I get max fear all the time anyways. It's a waste of fuel to turn your light on. Gonna real quick. Hopefully I can talk to the Fathom King here without, needing, or turn in my mirror catch box without needing a Z story, because I still don't have one of those. Maybe I should just look up how to get more Z stories. Oh, there's another Lorn fluke there. Okay. I cannot. Well then. Still gonna, cross off sunlight here. Maybe I should just give up and look up where I can get Z stories, because I kind of need them. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So it looks like if I go and bring a hunting trophy to Godfall, which I don't have one of those, or if I go to the Shepherd Isles, and get Tales of the Three Graves or Tales of Thornwell Croft, I'll get a Z story. Or if I have recent news and bring it to the lightship over here, I'll get a Z story. Or if I kill a Gillifleur or a Jellyfish and let it disperse, I'll get a Z story. All of those are doable except potentially the hunting trophy, because I don't think I have one of those. So hopefully I will get 2 Z stories while I'm out and about today. I think one from the Shepherd Isles and one from the lightship. Do I have recent news? I do have recent news. Okay. So yes. Let's go this way around, just because I can. Seems good enough a reason to do anything. I'm also thinking about, like, my terror is very low, and my fuel is also quite low. Ooh, how strong are you? 210. That's more than I strictly want to deal with. I'm also, I think I've said this before, I am worse. Okay, well, I guess I'm dealing with you. I'm worse at dealing with, creatures than I am at dealing with other boats. See, I'm doing way worse here. Oh, I missed. pressed way too early. Ah! This is bad. This is bad. Oh, I'm doing badly. But it's almost dead. It's approaching deadness. Ah! Oh, that was... I made a bad choice there, you guys. I made a bad choice. Okay. We have defeated a bound shark, its bonds buckled, its skin torn, its teeth shattered. We can either examine its cage armature. Someone has bound it savagely with black iron, sunk bands and joined mechanisms deep into its flesh. This is a modest challenge. We have a 64% chance of succeeding. Or we can use its meat. Its torment ended with its death. You have more immediate concerns. I am curious about its cage armature. We've failed. A painful mystery. You learn little, except that someone is merciless and inventive. The pain this creature must have suffered. You take a tooth as a trophy. If your hull is damaged, your engineer will repurpose some of its cage as repair materials. So we've gained 5 fragments. We do have a hunting trophy now, which means that we can do of blood at Godfall. We've gained 3 hull and 1 terror. And unfortunately, we still are not well enough to repair, which is bad. I made a bad choice there, y'all. That was just straight up a bad decision. I think that it is probably the case. Yes, I am passing by the Sea of Lilies, I know. I'm gonna do like Polythreme, Godfall, Shepherd's Isles, back this way. I suspect that it is the case that the thing with Z-Beasts is that I am better off staying far away from them while I fight, instead of ships, where I seem to have my best luck in staying as close to them as possible, if that makes sense. That is... I haven't tried that yet, but I think that will be the solution to my oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god woes. Ooh. Scuttering and chittering in the corners of the hold, humped shapes on the deck rattle. Radissy air emboldens vermin. I think that was for Nuncio. We hear those voices that will not be drowned. This is the Sea of Voices. We are close to Polythreme, where nothing is truly dead. Okay, let's gather intelligence. Let's carry Clayman to London. I cannot buy fuel here. That's not good. I have enough supplies that I will be fine. Burning blue. A hiss of horror from the lookout. The glim lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing, fizzing with blue light. Even as you watch, the blue fades, but it's not a good omen. We have 100% chance of calming them successfully. There's a perfectly natural explanation. Light meets dark. The darkness in the neath is more than the absence of light. It's a physical presence which distorts the shape of the world. Your light melts the darkness, restores sanity to the world. You explain something of this to your sailors. It's not the first time they've heard it, but they seem slightly less nervous. We got 1 whole fragment out of that. Woohoo! It's like that sometimes. So again, for people who aren't familiar with this game, once I'm out of fuel, I can spend 2 supplies to get another fuel. So I should be able to make it back to London. Plus, I believe I feel like I can buy fuel at Shepherd Isles. I might not be able to, and I might be screwed, but I think I can. But first, we're going to Godfall, getting that Z story for that hunting trophy. Horrible, cool moving mouths. I hate them, but they're so cool. Ooh, the crawling stars. Let's do this again. Record the change and assign a name. We were fortunate, we lost 3 terror. That's something. I don't want to fight this guy, because I am half dead. Okay, Godfall of Blood. Offer them a hunting trophy as a gift for their collection. Louder, ever louder. The trophy inspires the monks to feasts of bragging. This one broke a giant albino more's neck. That one wrestled a hepticheer. A third punched his way out of a bound shark. A fourth, and so on. You are largely forgotten, but there are truths of note among all the tipsy boasting. I cannot get fuel here. Okay then. Let's also do of shouting, get that port report. Get out of here before the pirate poet can see me. I know that I only ever, lose, 5 health to fighting those Alkeus class vessels, but I'm really low on fuel. So I'm not, willing to do that. We're going straight to the Shepherd Isles. I feel like I've thought at, the last 3 ports that I visited that I would be able to buy fuel. I'm kind of frustrated that it hasn't been the case. You don't... Ignore me. I don't want to fight you. Okay, Shepherd Isles. So, Tales of the Three Graves will give me a Z story. So now I have 2. So I have, getting more. Get that port report. Okay. I can buy fuel here. 10 fuel. We are good. We are definitely making it back to London. Now I can kill this guy. Crates. 2 supplies. Cool. I really can't repair? Yeah, I really can't repair. Okay, let's get this square here. I'm gonna go across to Abbey Rock. I'm not gonna go down to Station 3. Just remembered that the Admiralty wants me to go to Palmerston, but I would like to get back to back to London enough that I'm not gonna do that. Let's compile a port report. Watch the convent. Ooh, exotic refuse. The convent is silent. A few lights prick its bulk. Bells sound the times of prayer. You're almost ready to give up when a side door opens. 4 nuns march out, carrying something wrapped in a blanket, and fling it into the sea. You creep down to examine it. It's, well, it was likely unidentifiable even before the nuns used it for weapons practice. Now it leaks fluid from a dozen puncture wounds, but it still smells of the Z. We have a strange catch. Um, I need that strange catch for the clattery air. Let's speak to her. Okay. Her father, she becomes more talkative when she has something to cut. Perhaps you can get her to say more about her father. Who was he then? There's flensing, deboning, and orderly arranging of scales from large to small. This was the creature's favorite organ, she says, working briskly with tweezers and blade. Don't touch it. The purple bits are toxic. She only turns to personal matters when she's had a chance to rinse her fingers. I get my proficiency with metal from both sides of my family, she says, watching your expression closely. Then, Mother was a favorite with Mr. Iron. She says that they only worked together, that Mr. Iron sponsored her work and provided her with tools, sharper tools that do not bend so easily. Okay. We also need a live specimen for her. Written that down. Not and giving news here. There's no shops. Let's go. I am not going to go to the Salt Lions because it doesn't seem worth it. I don't have 20 space in my hold. I'm not gonna have 20 space in my hold when I get there. Let's dissect this megalops for knowledge. 25 fragments. I'm not gonna have space in my hold when I get there to the Salt Lions. And this way I have... Stop telling me encoding is overloaded. Come on. I have so much more RAM than I did before. I've got to go look into how OBS works. Oh my god. Okay. I have completely forgotten what I was saying. Gone. Looking at OBS settings and completely forgetting shit. Oh yeah, the Naker's Outcast does want to go to the Salt Lions. You know what? Let's go to the Salt Lions. I have more reasons to. You know? Oh, I can use that. Interesting. I don't want to find out what it does. I do want to find out what it does, but I want to give one to the Fathom King before I find out what it does. I looked over at my notes and remembered that the Neakerous Outcast wants to go to the Salt Lions, and I decided that that is enough to be worth it. I'll go. Probably the way I've done it, this is a waste of fuel, but it's fine. I have a lot of money. A baked breeze rises, the improbable scent of stone out of some distant desert. You are close to the Salt Lions. Alright. Two basalt beasts, cathedral-sized. They frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north one carries an encampment. Creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot. Pick, pick, picking. There's a supply dock below. Interesting. Let's first do Schultfliens. You've brought the Nakerus outcast here. With luck, it knows why. Unexpected grace. The face of the northern sphinx is all but gone, but the Nakerus outcast scrambles doggedly up. It pauses at the top and then flips into the air, an arc as precise as a compass line, down into the darkness of the Z. It's gone with barely a splash. You wait. There is no reason for alarm. It can probably breathe water. You wait longer. There is a certain degree of decorous alarm. Longer still, and the alarm manifests in the form of Xailers clustering casually by the rail. Only casually, because no one would admit any concern for the fate of a rubbery man. The rubbery man surfaces. It mounts the steps to the quay. Still haven't figured out how to say that word. Okay. It mounts the steps to the quay, with the ceremonious delight of a vicar mounting the steps to a pulpit. It holds a sphinx stone chess piece aloft in its hand. Principles, it wheezes. We no longer have Salt's attention, and we need to go to the principles for the Salt. Okay. I don't have 10 things to get rid of to carry Sphinx Stone to London, so I'm going to compile a port report and then visit the Unmakers, and then we will head. Do I have business in Venderbite? I could pay for that cook that's in Venderbite. That counts sufficiently as business to me. Gonna go the slightly fuel inefficient way. Oh, well. Guess I'm fighting you. Ah, the pirate poet. You've defeated an Alkias-class vessel. Investigate the wreckage. The pirate poet. The legendary clay woman corsair. She clings tight to the last few scraps of floating debris. Defeated but defiant. Rescue the pirate poet. Once again, you are the victor. Words again. The familiar dance. Once again, the familiar dance. Words are no longer needed. The pirate poet bows her head, acknowledges your victory. Next time, though, a slight smile adds, do not expect her to go so easy on you. We've gained 300 echo and 1 fuel and 1 supplies, and we've gained more supplies, and we've lost some terror, and our hunger is gone. That's a great haul. Oh yeah, I wanted to fill in these map squares. My thinking in not turning my lights back on is that even if my terror, like, goes up way above 50, it will get reset down to 50 when I return to London. So it feels kind of like a waste of fuel to have my lights on when it's gonna go above 50 before I get to London anyways. These guys I will slightly reduce terror for. It was probably smarter to get supplies out of them, but like I don't strictly need them, so Restless nights. In the watches of the night, you pad softly past the hatch to the crew quarters. A man cries out softly in his sleep, desperately. Another. Let's inquire about their dreams the next morning. Eyes and a face. The whole Neath lit up like a snuffer mask. There's something in the roof, Captain. It is the roof. It's watching us. Eyes and a face. Eyes and a face. Yes, you say softly. You lay your hand on the sailor's burning forehead. There are storms in the roof. Hush, we won't join them yet. Cool. Okay, we've gained a secret. I think, again, I want, yes, veils to increase, which is speaking to the tireless mechanic. And then let's talk to the Vengeance of Jonah. Okay, yes. Recruit the bandaged Poissonnier. The bandaged Poissonnier has long wished to travel, but you'll need to outfit the galley to his exacting standards. Avid enthusiasm. Ah, my captain, the things we will catch, that we will consume, that we will experience. We will discover the seventh sensation, you and I, the taste that one tastes with the heart. You there, sailor, careful with the brazen alembic. It's worth more than your wretched soul. How do they compare? Hearts 6, pages 3, mirrors 2, hearts 4, pages 2. So this is numbers wise slightly better. My hearts is my worst stat. Let's do that. All right. Let's do gather gossip from Venderbite, and let's explore Venderbite. Here, they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. Ooh, the Carmine Chapel. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door. The walls are deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass, rare and expensive, but this is no gaslight. No one is here, and yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been. So we can search this place. which we will definitely succeed at. We can leave. We can make an offering with the cannibalism stat. Or if we have the cannibalism stat, we could do shit. I kind of want to search the place. Anne hungered. There's an altar, a block of basalt. There are pews, a pulpit, no Bibles, no hymn books. The stained glass window is the red of cochineal. An inscription on the lintel of the door reads, "For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat." That is all. Your crew are eager to leave. No one looks back. We got 20 fragments and 1 terror from that. I don't think there's anything else really to do in Venderbite. I'm tempted to take on the last tour. Sure, we'll take on the last tour. I'm sure this won't cause problems. They'd like to go to Shepherd's Wash. Shepherd's Wash first, and 2 other destinations after that. Bring them all back, and I'll remunerate you lavishly. The operator leans in and whispers, "Honestly, I don't mind if you bring back a different set entirely. Bandages are forgiving, but a full dozen, please." Great, that seems good. I will write that down when I refigure my when I refigure my notes page. It feels, I gotta say, this notes page thing is great. I'm really enjoying, like, it's very satisfying to have, like, this whole page of things to do, and it's, like, almost all crossed out. I don't do to-do lists in real life. They stress me out, but, like, this, very nice. Alright, Hunter's Keep. Let's visit the cellar. Finally, oh, this has taken me so long, so many tries. We will need, the mechanic tells the sisters, to visit your sub-cellar. "Oh, that nasty place," Lucy says airily. A little hastily, "Yes, we'll take you down there." She smiles. "But we'll need stories, something alarming for Cynthia, a Z story for Phoebe, and a tale of distant places for me." Beneath Hunter's Keep, the sisters listen with delight to your stories and unlock the cellar door for you. The key is so heavy that Cynthia can only lift it with both hands. "We won't go in," she says. "We don't go in." The signs on the stones have a Kaganian look. In the deepest sub-cellar, your candles illuminate a litter of tumbled stones, the remnants of a temple. The pool at the cellar's center is almost dry. The remaining water there seethes oddly in the candlelight, as if it were near boiling, but it's quite cool to the touch. "The writhing river flows near here," the mechanic remarks, "one of the tributaries of Dream. I hope it doesn't touch the well those poor girls drink from. My enemies find me when I sleep, but this water will attract my enemies to this poor fellow." He bends to dip his hand in the water and sketches a sign on the clay man's forehead. The man watches him stolidly. The mechanic hands him the mirror-catch box. "Hold this," he says. "Keep it open. Don't let go, no matter what happens." The clay man's huge hands enfold the box. "There," the mechanic says, turning to you, "a serpent trap. Now I can sleep. I can finally sleep." He smiles. "And then I think I may be able to offer you something rather interesting." So we have a serpent trap, we've lost a clay man, a Z story, tale of all those things. Let's talk to them and allow the mechanic to enjoy his sleep. It might be messy, he warns you. Could you have a couple of strong sailors standing by? Tell them to snap the box shut when the trouble begins. He holds up a bottle of laudanum. I will be sleeping deeply. A certain amount of excitement. When nothing seems to be happening, you take to your own bunk, but a roar from the clayman brings you sprinting back to the mechanic's cabin. You fling open the door. The man's eyes seethe with Viric flame. It's struggling against the efforts of the sailors to restrain it. As you rush to assist, it flings one sailor off, but the other manages to snap the box closed. Instantly, the man goes stiff. A lifeless clay statue. The Viric glow now pulsates from the box. In the bunk, the mechanic sleeps on, his face wreathed in dreamy smiles. He will sleep so until morning. So we now have a mirror catch box full of very angry dream snakes. And we've learned that the mechanic stole a secret from the dreams of the stone pigs. Yeah, sure, let's try this out. Ask the mechanic to explain exactly what the hell is going on. Well, it's like this. I stole a secret from the Echo Bazaar with the help of the Finger Kings. You know, the serpents who rule Dream. Then I reneged on the Finger Kings. Don't look at me like that. Would you rather I'd given them the secret? You might remember from our last episode that we saw a Finger King, or a model of a Finger King. Pigs of Stone. I talk about engines all the time. I'm sure you've noticed. And I dream about them. I found myself dreaming of the stone pigs. I don't entirely understand still, but they're how the bazaar travels between stars. Did you know they did that? And they sleep, so the Finger Kings can crack their dreams open. So the Finger Kings recruited me. I found a secret in those dreams, an engine like the Z's never seen. Oh, Captain, let me build it for you. You won't be sorry, but there are some things I'll need. I know, isn't this always the way? Okay. So we now have an objective with the unsettling sage to rescue or ransom him from wisdom. So if you remember, that's the jail in the Sea of Lilies. We have a mechanic's secret in Frostfound, and materials for the impeller: 1 element of dawn, 1 casket of sapphires, 40 units of Stygian ivory, along with the mechanic's secret and the unsettling sage to King Eater Castle. That is a lot of things. I am not going to be able to even progress much further on this storyline until I have a ship with a considerably larger hold. Because right now I literally cannot fit all of the supplies to do that, but that's okay. That's a thing to work on later. Let's reconnoiter the island. Get that port report. Head out. I think I'm also going to swing back to the lightship and get the Z story from them, because I have the recent news, so I might as well. Will I fit through this gap? I will. Huh. Neat. I wonder if this lightship will let me give it recent news for a Z story. It will. Speak to the crew. They long for news of home. Tea beneath the light. In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smells of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z's terror recedes. We lost 5 terror and we gained a Z story. We lost our recent news. I'm not going to buy fuel from them. I'm just going to slightly avoid the abyss and head back into London. Right. Breath of relief. Ooh, nightmare strength is up to 5. Neat. Collect those messages. Okay. What do I have to deliver in London? Have Claymen to deliver. I need to put my ship in dry dock. Go to the Admiralty Yards to completely repair my hull. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay. Next stop is turning in port reports. I don't think I went to any new ports this episode, so I'm not even going to, like, stop at any of these and read them. Just go in through them as quickly as I can click. Okay. Interesting. An offer for your sunlight. I was just saying to myself, how could the evening be further improved? And I replied to myself, perhaps only if my most very favorite captain will return right now with some of the golden stuff in that captain's hold, and strike me dead if you didn't appear. We'll take the golden stuff off your hands for a price which I must say surpasses the generous and enters the realm of the charitable donation. He'll pay 400 echoes for each sunlight-filled mirror catch box. A little less than the Isle of Cats, but he's trustworthy in his way. I am seriously tempted to take this offer because I can just go get another sunlight-filled mirror catch box pretty easily. I think we're gonna do it. Totally won't have bad consequences. Yeah, all right. A pleasure. His men returned the boxes some hours later, empty of sunlight, but now containing a suitable number of coins. Ooh, I don't even have to pay for another mirror catch box. That's a good fucking deal. I'm concerned that there's a catch, but we'll find out. Okay, let's have time with our family, enjoy their company, lose 20 terror, hire on more crew, read the papers, rest. The light, it is pretty. Is there anything interesting to do in my study right now? Shrine, anatomical. Okay. Captivating treasures, outlandish artifacts, Song of the Z, which is not my ambition. Okay. Nothing interesting there. Nothing I want to give to this person. That's that. Let's check out this new recruit. Oh, that could have been a cheaper way to get Xailers, but that's fine. All right. With that, I suppose that is the end of episode 8. I don't have very much space for supplies, do I? Okay, that is the end of episode 8. Hopefully you enjoyed. Remember to comment, let me know what you think of current episode lengths and whether you'd like me to approximately half them, or if you'd like me to increase the rate of when I release episodes. I can definitely do one more episode per week, but I cannot do more than one more episode per week, I don't think. We're in a rainy season, and it keeps being like, whenever I'm like, oh, I could record an episode right now, it keeps being raining, which I'm from deserts. I don't consider rain. It's very frustrating. But, anyways, just let me know what you think. And I will talk to you later. Goodbye.